Hi, I'm Dr. Tracey Marks, a psychiatrist, and I make mental health education videos. Relaxation therapy includes things like progressive muscle relaxation, deep breathing exercises, music therapy, and aromatherapy. These are therapies that are better at addressing your body's autonomic response by triggering physical relaxation. The physical relaxation has the trickle-down effect of relaxing your mind as well. There are many different meditation techniques out there. They can be broken down into three types: attentional, constructive, and deconstructive. Attentional meditations focus on your awareness of your thoughts, behaviors, emotions, and perceptions. Mindfulness meditation falls under this category, as does repeating mantras, which are meaningful phrases. Focusing on your body, like doing a body scan, is also an example of an attentional meditation. And these are the easiest ones to do. Constructive meditation focuses on cultivating a more adaptive way of thinking. You're building up a positive mental framework that you can use to push out the negative mental framework. Your brain really is your central processing unit that controls everything. So think of it as taking your processor and refurbishing it. Some examples of this kind of meditation are loving kindness, well-being therapy, and compassion cultivation therapy. You probably haven't heard of some of these because many of them require some training or assistance with a therapist. With loving kindness meditation, you go through the exercise of repeating positive and kind statements about yourself and others. An example statement would be something like, "May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy." Then you would imagine someone else in your life and repeat those statements thinking of that person. The next level would be to imagine someone with whom you have a conflict or have negative feelings toward. You would then use their name and say, "May Joan be safe. May Joan be happy. May Joan be healthy." And as you say it, you imagine and picture Joan experiencing these things. Why is this helpful? Because hate is poisonous, and the antidote to hate is compassion. And increasing your compassion is good for the soul. Deconstructive meditation is an advanced form of meditation that aims to break down or unpack how your thoughts and emotions create your reality and how your reality shapes your thoughts and emotions. It's a way of improving your insight through self-inquiry. Now, this is deep. It's not for your average meditator, but it is so impactful. My own professional mantra is, "Insight is the beginning of change." Real change starts with understanding how you think, what you do, what effect what you do has on others, and what effect what others do has on you. Once you see and start to understand these things, you can modify yourself one detail at a time. So I use education to help you with self-awareness. Deconstructive meditation usually requires some level of training, education, or therapy for you to be able to independently ask yourself questions that promote this level of self-awareness. Some examples of this kind of meditation are mindfulness-based cognitive therapy and a Buddhist technique called Vipassana. So getting back to the study, most of the meditations that were used were the attentional type. A couple of them used loving kindness meditation, but for the most part, they didn't use the constructive or the deconstructive types, which are more advanced and considered the heavier hitters. So I'm not surprised by these results. I would expect meditation to be more helpful in the long term because of the way that it restructures your mindset. Relaxation handles the net effect of anxiety. It helps you downshift from being hyped up and worked up to feeling subjectively more relaxed. Then, if you take away the physical tension, you're in a better headspace to think rationally and control your reactions. But this doesn't have to be either or. I think the best approach is to use both techniques for different reasons. You use the meditation as a regular practice that you engage in even when you're not anxious. Think of it as mental strength training. If you need to lift heavy objects, You're not going to be able to grab a weight, do 20 repetitions, and then lift the object. It takes consistent work with weights to strengthen your arms to the point where you can handle heavy objects. But until you get there, you'll need the assistance of a tool like a crowbar or a lever to move it. In this analogy, the relaxation exercises are the tools to serve you in the moment of need. They can serve as a remedy for acute anxiety, like using slowed breathing to prevent a panic attack, or using progressive muscle relaxation at the end of the day to prepare you for sleep. If you practice them regularly, then you can also prime yourself to be able to handle the stress before it has negative consequences. There are lots of apps to help you with guided meditation and relaxation. If you really want to go deep with meditation and get into the constructive and deconstructive types, try the Fit Mind app. Currently, it's only available on iOS, but hopefully they will have an Android version coming. Watch this video that I did on progressive muscle relaxation and this one on aromatherapy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.